Of you are asking questions about my setup here on the wall and trying to explain the 30 amp capacity of this 110 volt outlet. Let's do an analogy between electricity and a highway. Now, if you're running a big semi truck, it's probably best to stay out on the open interstate as much as possible. Now, at 230 volts, you're capable of driving that heavy load at high speeds. Now, let's call a 220 volt a 4-lane highway. But down here we have 110 volt. Now a 230 volt is going to be able to handle 50, even 60 amps. But when we come down to this 110 volt, it's not a 2-lane highway, it's more like a logging road. And if we have too heavy a load, or that road isn't as strong as it should be, something's going to fail. How do I have 30 amps on 110 volts? Because that's the highest level that you can run on 110 volts. Well, I have heavy wire and it's run a short distance. So instead of me driving on a logging road, I'm actually driving on a Super 2 with wide shoulders. Now, that Super 2 with wide shoulders still isn't the capacity of a 4-lane highway. Instead of me driving at 50 mile an hour or 50 amps, on my 2-lane highway, I can only drive 30 amps. I hope this kind of breaks the two down. Obviously, this is way more than double the power of this. But for you, depending on distance from your breaker and the wire size through your wall, you may not be capable of 30 amps. You see, the standard through your wall is probably going to be 14 gauge wire, and that's not capable of handling 30 amps on 110 volts. Another thing is distance. While the distance from here to here and 230 isn't that far and my wire size isn't that big, I have the exact same plug-in over here on this pole, and the wire size to get here was much bigger because it was much farther. In electricity, the worst thing that you can have is bottlenecking. It's like driving an oversized semi-truck and reaching a narrow bridge or culvert. That narrow bridge creates a bottleneck and creates heat. So if you've ever grabbed your ground clamp or wire, maybe an extension cord at home, and you felt like it was really hot, it's because your wire size was too small, or possibly there was a loose connection somewhere, and that is what generated heat. When it comes to the correct breaker size and, capacity of your shop, it's going to depend on wire size, the voltage that you're running, and how much amps that you can carry. In short, this is the ultimate. This will get you by if it's set up correctly. But if it's not set up correctly, and your home or garage isn't set up to run a heavy load, you're probably not going to be able to get the full capacity out of your welder.